I am interviewing Steven because I find Steven's layers to be so rich and deep that I feel like just by listening to what he has to go through might help you develop as a person. So if you're a person who's willing to listen and to understand other people, I feel like you'll learn something. If you're a person who already has judgments, like you read the title, you made a judgment and you left a comment and left, this isn't a conversation for you.
When it comes to me being gay, I mean, I knew at a young age. I knew since my first memory, really, is me knowing I like men. So I've never had a thought about liking women. I've tried to see how like straight men could like women.
Right.
But it's just, as far as like doing it on my own, like having that thought organically, it's just never happened. Unless the conversation has come about, and that's the only way I would think about it, is having that conversation with another straight individual.
I know it's a concept in the Christian community where they think an event makes somebody choose that. And this is what really confuses me from looking at it from their viewpoint. As people who aren't struggling from that viewpoint or aren't living in that viewpoint, they don't really know what they're talking about. Right. In a respectful way to say that, that's a level of ignorance that, you know, people are trying to think. What would you say about that kind of a mindset?
No event happened to where it made me this way. I just am. What kills me is that you want to focus on me so much, but yet, I mean, you come with your broom and you're trying to sweep up on my porch, but you still have dirt, leaves, and everything else on yours. The good thing is, though, I can sit here and I can say that I am a Christian because I love the Lord. I've accepted Him as my personal Savior. With that being said, I'm glad that I do have that within me. I'm glad I did accept Him, because by them doing that and having that mindset, it leads a lot of people away from God. They don't realize that. They think that that is the ultimate sin above all other sins. Right. In actuality, they're all the same, because God is going to view you the same. And not only that, but I'm responsible for me when I die. You're not responsible for me. Growing up, I was always bullied by men, more accepted by women. I may love men, but I reject them too. I reject their friendship.
That's crazy.
I do.
That's tough.
That is,
because I didn't think about it. The person that you're attracted to is the same person who's inflicting hurt on you.
So my first heartbreak, obviously, was by a man, and it's not a man that I was dating. It was the man that raised me. Overall, he has been the best father one could ever ask for. He's never left me. Never any of that. And I said all of that to say that my daddy is not a horrible person. But when we don't understand something, we don't know how to deal with it, or we don't know how to address it. And so when I came out to my dad, which was not my choice, okay, 16 years old, it wasn't my choice. I was on MySpace just commenting on a picture. You know, he just so happened to walk up. And so, you know, his reaction was, you know, not the best. And he just asked me, "Are you gay?" It was like a split second. Yes, I am.
Right.
I did not want to say it because I just wasn't ready. The words were, "I'm not going to have any faggots living in my home." And that was my very first real heartbreak, because the man that I look up to me, that changed your perspective of me. And this is coming from someone who is supposed to love you unconditionally. I did not ask to be here. You wanted me here.
Right.
I did not ask to be here. I'm appreciative of life, but I didn't ask to be here. And so with one answer, it changed your whole perspective. But that's because he doesn't know. He's getting to know. But I did talk to him years ago. He has apologized. When he apologized, he didn't realize how much it hurt me. Because, I mean, you're in the moment. I mean, and I understand what father really wants their son to be gay. I get it. He was teary-eyed. My daddy really don't cry, but he was teary-eyed. And I felt that apology, and I needed that to be able to move forward. A lot of these kids, because their parents reject them and not respect them, their children feel like they have no other option but to separate. And our parents are the ones who have taught us to separate ourselves from negative situations. A lot of families, and especially black families, they do when they don't want to address a situation. We just have a tendency to sweep it under the rug. My mom will say to this day, I don't agree with it. She doesn't really understand it. It goes against the Bible. I hate when people throw the Bible in my face because I really could read you for filth, but
right. No, yes.
I choose not to.
Yes.
My mom is still respectful. I've always said that you don't have to like what I do, but never disrespect me. That's where a lot of gay people go wrong. You think that everybody has to agree with what you're doing. Right. And that's not the truth, because we don't agree with some of the decisions that straight people have made. So why do I expect you to embrace all of me or accept all of me when in return I'm not going to give you that same treatment?
Right.
The moment I was able to be who I am, live in my truth, words may hurt, yes, but at the end of the day I sit myself down and I say, well, why are you upset with me? Are you upset with me because I'm living a lie, or are you upset with me because I'm able to be me and you're struggling to be you?